Hello, everybody. So I haven't connected with you via video for a long time, and I thought I would. I wanted to share with you another card from my card deck. And by the way, as I'm thinking about this, Lori Prindle is the artist for this card deck, and she just won an award through Tabby, which is the Tarot Card Association of the British Isles. And she just won Best Emerging Artist. And for those of you who have this deck, you know that she just has amazing, wonderful images all through the deck, in both of our decks, actually. So it's such a privilege to have partnered with her and really excited that we just won that award. She really won it. It's her artwork, but I guess I'm part of it all. So celebrating that today with you. And also, I did a little meditation and I drew a card for us all today. And I've got a big old fat curl hanging out. I just cleaned up, so I'd be all nice for you today. So this is what happens. I clean my hair and it goes haywire. But anyhow, forget about that. Let's talk about this beautiful card that I picked for you today. I did a little meditation and I asked what is it that people are needing for this week and this coming week. And I drew one of my absolute favorite cards. I mean, they're all my favorites, but this one I drew and it was like, oh, well, of course I drew this card. And this one is called Summer Breeze, Shift Your Energy. And I want to give you an image of that. It's a gorgeous card, and I love it because it gives you the sense of late summer, which we're starting to get into. And there's a real important message here that this beautiful mare is giving us. So, what I know to be true currently is that there's a lot of stuff going on, right? That's an understatement. I know that there's been a lot of comments about Charlotte Dujardin, who is the rider who has been criticized intensely for her actions with a horse. I know that there's a lot of us in the United States paying attention to politics. There's a lot going on all over the world, but in particular in North and South America with the fires. There's just a lot of stuff happening. And I know for me personally, it can be really easy to get kind of sucked into the stuff and lose my way, kind of enter into that chaotic field and start thinking thoughts that maybe are not really true to who I am on a spiritual level. And I think that this is really what this card speaks to. And I'm sorry, I usually pull it up so I could just share it on the screen, but I forgot to. So you're just going to have to look at this beautiful card as I also read this section out of the book. It's a short section. So look at the card or close your eyes and take in what this gorgeous mare, Summer Breeze, has to say for all of us. Shift your energy, gentleness, kindness, serenity. Late summer light casts a lavender hue onto a pure white mare. Dragonflies glide around her as she takes in the soft, calm surroundings. Long, restful summer days have brought quiet tranquility to her soul. The change of seasons will eventually come, but Summer Breeze does not fret. She stands in the place of serenity, at peace with the way of the world. You are here to live more like horses, in deep harmony with all that is. When you connect to nature, the soft grasses, leaves, birds, butterflies, and dragonflies dance around you and offer their message. You cannot push all the time and expect great results. All beings need to experience a gentle breeze that feels peaceful. The world you live in can often feel intense, harsh, chaotic, and competitive. Humans who have disconnected from their true source with spirit will often experience these feelings along with stress, exhaustion, and poor health. There's no reason to push yourself into these places. Nothing is as important as the moment and the quality of the connection and presence you have with Spirit and Mother Earth. This is how horses exist in the world. Horses stand fully present in their body on earth, connected to all that is in the world beyond. If you have found yourself in a contracted, stressed, or chaotic state of being, do not worry. And I want to insert right here, we get into those states when we sidetrack and we go down these rabbit holes and we start judging others and we start polarizing ourselves instead of being in our heart space, or we go to deep fear about the things that are happening around us. So, Summer Breeze supports you in finding your way back to your inner peace. When life is out of balance, you may recognize it or you may not. Often one can be blind to that which causes stress. Gentleness will lead you back to the inner serenity you experienced as a child during the lazy summer days. Long moments of silence and peace unfold into an entire day with no obligations or demands, just you and the dragonflies. A tranquil day filled with awe feeds your whole being, soothing you into peace. Kindness to self and others creates an even more profound sense of peace. Summer Breeze invites you to find a quiet place in nature where you can return gentle kindness to yourself. Allow the pressures of the world around you to fade away. Allow the voices that are not yours to blow away in the wind gently. Find yourself standing like Summer Breeze, even when you know that change is coming. And the bullet points with ideas on how to use this card. The first one suggests that you find a spot in nature where you can experience all aspects of nature, meaning try to find some place that's sacred, someplace that's quiet or that's filled with sounds of nature, but not something that maybe is next to a street. As you find yourself in nature, or maybe you're smack dab in the center of your herd or with your one horse going for a gentle walk, tune in and find awe. What can you have awe about in this very moment? What has this earth provided you? Maybe every day you see it, but you've never really stopped to have awe about it. Find that. And that begins to shift your energy inside. It gets you away from the conversations. There's been some really intense conversations I've been reading and a lot of finger pointing. And that's a polarization, and that takes us out of our heart space and it creates stress. Polarization and positioning ourselves in any direction pulls us out of the heart, it pulls us into stress. So Summer Breeze is here to tell us to shift out of that through finding awe, finding beauty, finding something in nature that you can have such a deep level of appreciation about. The second bullet point is, for change to occur, we often need to pause and readjust our vibration. What actions can you take today that will lead you to more kindness and gentleness into your mind? And I tell you, the last week, especially reading the posts about Charlotte, I'm not going to share my opinion about that topic, but I will share that I have been astounded at the intensity of judgment that has come out from the horse community about the situation. And again, as I said earlier, when we're in that place of judgment, we're polarizing, we're creating division. We're creating division with ourselves, with others, but we're also creating division with ourselves and our own authentic self. Because the authentic self, the self that is part of our spirit and part of our soul, that self doesn't judge. that self comes from a place of compassion and neutrality. That self comes from a place where there's presence without the intense conversations that are very, very hurtful. As long as you stay in the conversations that are not of a higher level vibration, you stay at the lower vibration. So I would say to look at what conversations are you having right now and readjust your vibration by changing your conversation. And then the last bullet point talks about rest. And when is the last time that you actually rested? When is the last time that you gave yourself a whole entire day that maybe you didn't really engage with the computer? You stayed off some of the social media platforms, that maybe you even put your phone down a bit. Maybe you took a nice long walk, or you laid by a pool and read a book, or you spent a lot of time out with your horses, grooming and working with them, or simply enjoying being in their company. Maybe like about, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, I went out and I laid on the lawn with my puppy, my dog, which is now a dog. And I fell asleep for like a half of an hour, and it was so peaceful. Just my whole body absorbing the earth and really allowing the vibration of the earth to come up into my body. You know, the horses that we have that are lucky enough to walk on the earth, and I'm watching mine out there right now walking by, they pull up all that vibration from the earth. And it's a vibration, it's a quality of energy that our physical bodies need. And horses that have that they haven't been in stalls, and they are allowed to walk freely on the earth, they have a greater level of health. It's the same for us. So whether you want to go walk barefoot on the earth or do like I did and go take a nap on the earth, give yourself a day. If you can't give yourself a day, give yourself a half of a day. If you can't figure out how to give yourself a half a day to reset your energy and to do a little healing, then give yourself 2 hours. And if you can't figure out how to do 2 hours, then by all means, give yourself 30 minutes. Just give it to yourself, because that time is going to reset your vibration, and then it's going to prepare you for the changes that are coming up, because there are some changes coming up. Okay, great. So then let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I have a level 1 and a level 2 starting this fall. The modules are being released at the end of August. So if you've been waiting to learn how to facilitate other people and having a profound experience with horses, of really coming in deep into themselves, being more horse-like, connecting with horses on a more spiritual level, and allowing the horse to be the teacher and you're the guide, then look at my EFLC level 1 course. You can find it on my website, coachingwithhorses.com. And I'm currently taking applications for that program, and inviting people into the program. So we'll get on the telephone and we'll talk and see if it's a good fit. And then it's a 10-week online program. It's amazing. I never thought online programs could be so powerful. It includes weekly mentoring with me, and I have been humbled and excited to see how people are taking the concepts and moving right into working with their own community and their own horses. And the stories that they tell me, it's just amazing. So look at the EFLC level 1 training if you would like to guide others into having experiences with horses that are very non-traditional. I also have all 3 levels now online, and I am doing 1 or 2 on-site courses for those individuals that are studying with me. So I guess that's kind of all I have. I mean, the world is changing, the weather's changing, everybody's doing the best that they can at this time. And maybe hold that closer in your heart as you walk through your daily life. continuing to be as present as you can, like a horse, continuing to find the awe in the world around you, and remembering to avoid the conversations that are polarizing you into a highly judgmental position, because that is actually stress that takes you out of your energy of your heart, and it takes you away from having the full experience, and it takes you away from the spiritual being that you truly are. That authentic spiritual being that is inside of you doesn't judge. It's open to all the experiences in the world and allows not only yourself, but everybody else around you to truly be who they are. And that is a practice that takes a lot of mastery. The horses demonstrate that to us so often. So I hope that Summer Breeze has imparted some wisdom on you today, and that this will support you on your journey the next week or so. And of course, leave a comment below if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. All right, well, this is Kathy Pike signing off. And do remember, if you don't have this beautiful card deck, to pick it up. I get so many compliments on this card deck. It was really an amazing experience to put that together with Lori. So, okay, I'm going to start rambling now, I can tell. So off you go find your summer breeze, go be in awe, watch your conversations, and know that the heart is what's most important at this time. So thank you all for joining me and for listening, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.